Hello Lisa, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours. You guys are the real MVP. So lovely, I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where Candace always is all Candace. Oh, please correct me if I'm wrong in the way I pronounce her, name, Candace Owen. So she's receiving a lot of backlash. People like saying she's rebranding, and I was able to put up some stitches. I don't know what she has really done this time around. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of all the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment.
I told y'all Candace Owens was getting paid to run one of the largest smear campaigns against Kamala Harris. I was crazy, right? But now she's trying to backtrack and blame it on Christianity as to why she no longer supports Trump. It's not Christianity that's got her concerned. It's the fact that they're not paying her anymore, and she thought that her husband in proximity to whiteness and slandering Kamala Harris was gonna get her on the up and up with Trump. Promised her a seat just like they promised everyone else a seat, but guess who didn't get one? Because they're still a black woman. I don't know why you thought you were the exception. You were not the exception, you were the rule. Forget, you were posting 12 videos a fucking day during the election talking about Kamala Harris and why no one should vote for her. Let's play the video.
But I want to say this, like, quite seriously. 4 years ago, in 2020, I had no kids. It's an incredible thing to think about. I had 0 children, and now I have 3 children. And I'm so serious when I say that I was so concerned about Kamala winning that my husband and I were having serious discussions about what will happen, what can we do, what is our option. And I know that we're not the only family that truly thought about where will we go if
you want to get on here and cry baby tears and say no one told you that Trump was going to be like this. He was never like this. Everybody told you. And you were going to college campuses with fucking Charlie Kirk debating feminists and black women, calling them wrong and saying they had equal privilege as a white man. They paid you for a job. You did that job. But see, just like everybody else that the Trump administration took that job from that they were offered during the election, you're not going to get that seat that you wanted. You're not getting the seat in the administration that you thought you were going to get. No black person ever was, especially not a black woman. And now you're trying to go back to your other blogging page to try to rekindle some of that money you were making during the election. Not happening, Candace. We know who you are. But when I told
Candace Owens, I guess now that there's no longer a market for 12 videos a day bashing Kamala Harris, and that revenue done dried up from those 12 videos a day you were producing, all dedicated to bashing Kamala Harris. I guess since that well has ran dry, and all your tap dancing and samboing and Uncle Tom into Trump and the white supremacist group didn't pay off either, because you got no position, no seat in administration, not even in the party, and not even your proximity to whiteness with your white husband secured you a place in white supremacist America. So now that they're through with you, now all of a sudden you no longer support Trump, and it's your Christian values that make you two part ways. What has Donald Trump done now that he wasn't doing since he came down those escalators that made you no longer see him as a Christian and therefore can no longer support him? Girl, stop. You made a living, a good probably 7-figure living, off trashing, demeaning, and demoralizing your fellow black people. You did that. You made a nice living off putting down black people, off going on white ring TV shows and saying that there was no racism in America, that there was no police brutality against the black people. You and Kanye even came out with those White Lives Matter shirts, remember? Doing the George Floyd movement, Black Lives Matter, when we all sit up and watch this man lose his life to a white racist cop. And we said enough was enough. Black lives matter. No one said white people's lives never mattered. But white people's lives were not being snuffed out at the rate that black people's lives were by the police. That was the point of the Black Lives Matter. Did you forget that? Did you also forget the time you got up and said that we didn't deserve those program or those bills and those laws set into place to guarantee us seats in these colleges? Did you not forget the time you sit up there and said we would get those positions and then flunk out because we didn't have the academic ability to handle, to be able to make it through college? That's what you said. You said that, you let it be known that the only thing that was holding black people down was black people. You had disdain for impoverished black people. You even went so much as to say with your full chest, you didn't even want to be a part of the black community. When they were asking you, ain't you afraid you're not gonna get invited to the cookouts? You said, or you were gonna be rejected by your black culture. You said you didn't even want to be a part of the black culture. Remember that? Remember that. This is when you were all in yourself. You were so deeply embedded in the white ring, and you was making the rounds on all those all those right wing TV news, TV cast, Fox, Newsmax, One Nation, all that stuff, that all dedicated to racist white people. You stayed on those newscast shows. You stayed on them. And what did you stay on there doing? Why were you such a hot commodity on that circuit? Why did you make every TV show, every newscast, every Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, what's that chick name? Laura Ingraham. You were on all of them shows. You stayed on their shows. And you know why you were such a hot commodity? Because you were trashing black people every time you went on there. And they needed that to come out of a black person's mouth. And you were more than willing to supply them that. And even after all that sellout, you didn't land one position. Not one position in this Republican Party or in Trump's administration. All that choke out you did of your own people. You didn't understand nothing about black people. You didn't identify with anything black people were going through. We were talking nonsense. We were talking fantasy. It wasn't happening. You were black. It didn't happen to you. So you discarded everybody else's experience. Only thing is, you knew you were discarding it. You knew the shit you was spouting was false. You didn't care. They were paying you handsomely. Why didn't you just save your money up for a rainy day? Then you marry into money. So I know it's not a money issue that you're trying to jump off Trump bandwagon and then bring your ass back over here. We know you set, right? Oh, they paid you nicely to to be the face of black America. Black conservative, America. You got paid nicely, or did you not? I know you had to get paid to go in there to do what you did. And they had the deep pockets to pay you. So why are you now no longer wanting to be identified and associate over there? What are you doing? Per your own words, you no longer want to be part of the black culture. So what's the point? Remember all that vibrato you had about not identifying with us, not wanting to be a part of us? White lives matter. You went well out of your way to make every circuit that catered to a white racist America. And you went out there and said exactly what they wanted black people to say about their own. So you could validate the way they felt about us. And you served that purpose, and you served it well. So revel in that. Stay over there. Keep doing what you're doing. Go back, match that energy. Go back to that energy. Stay over there. We really don't give a damn what you think, how you feel. We wrote you off years ago. So whether you support Trump or not, it's not a factor to us. It's not. We really don't care about anything you think about or finna do or whatever change. We don't care. You cut that cord so long ago. You cut that cord, you severed it, and then you took a hot poker and you sealed it. You know, once you cut that cord, you took a hot red poker and you seared it, made sure nothing would ever heal or grow there again. You did that. That White Lives Matter shirt, that was a huge part of it. Because the time you did it, really showed you don't give a damn about black people. All you worship was that money they were paying you and that they let you in the club. You sat around them white people talking about black people. You sat there with your head high. You were smiling. You didn't have one iota. You were swallowing. You were eating your dinners. You were drinking your drinks. You were cackling when they laughed. You didn't have one hesitation. You had no problem being in that environment. And then contributed to it by getting up and saying exactly what they wanted to hear. Isn't that still enough for you? You reveled in it. I saw it in your face. You used to talk to people like Roland Martin and Young Turk people, all kind of people. You talked to them folks so bad. Like you were tripling down on your stance. I'm going to need you to keep that same energy. I'm going to need you to continue to feel the way you felt when you said black people couldn't keep up in college, so they didn't need those bills to allow them to be even considered because we couldn't academically handle it. There was no racists in America. There's no police brutality. You didn't even believe George Foreman died from the hands of the cop that unalived him. I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy because we're gonna keep our same energy that we've had about you since we've had the stomach watch you sitting up trashing us for the entire world to see. Stay over there, baby. You made your bed. What's the matter? Isn't it great again yet? Okay, honey, whatever.
Candace Owens, Joe Rogan, and a couple of others are finally starting to come around and finally starting to condemn Trump for his actions. But my question for y'all is, what the fuck did you think Trump was gonna do? What did y'all think he was gonna do? Because the man practically spelled all this shit out before he got in office. Oh, he absolutely told a lot of lies, but most of us could see right through that shit. Most of us who have any good sense, that is. So why is everybody acting shocked and now want to condemn his actions? Could it be because his actions are starting to hurt you? And this is why we say do your research. Because instead of using your platforms for good, you helped him get reelected. And now we all have to live with the consequences. And the truth be told is you could see this shit coming from a mile away. But if you didn't see it coming, it's because you wasn't paying attention. So,
how is it that Candace Owens, when they go from being this alt-right person to all of a sudden wanted to change her brand? Don't change your brand, Candace Owens. Stay who you are. Because we're going to always remember who you are and what you've said. You've sided with hatred. You've sided with racism. You've sided with misogyny. You've sided with all these terrible things. Now, all of a sudden, you want to change your brand. You want to jump ship. Don't jump ship. Stay where you are. Because there's an old saying, birds of a feather, they flock together. And you stay right over there with that flock of birds that you have fellowship with.
Is Candace Owens doing a rebrand, or did she just admit that she was wrong? Because I've been seeing so many people say, oh, she's rebranding, and it's just like, I don't get that energy. Like, a lot of conservatives have come on social media and said, I was wrong for voting for Trump. He's not keeping the promises I thought he was going to uphold, even though he told them exactly what he was going to do. But at the end of the day, they're still conservative at heart. Even though they no longer support Trump, those crazy values are still there, right? It's just Trump, at the end of the day, he's not a Republican. He's not a conservative. He just chose that party because they're idiots and they were easy to sway. All you got to do is say you're pro-life and they're all on board. All you got to say is we need to get rid of immigrants and they're all on board. They're very easily manipulated. They're very easy to pull, like, and that's what he did, you know. And so I don't think Candace Owens is actually doing a rebrand, you know, to try to, you know, she's not changing her thought process. She's still a conservative. She still believes all the same things that she believed prior to Trump destroying the country, but she just doesn't support him anymore. She just doesn't support him anymore. And I know that none of us are going to fall for the shenanigans. A broken clock is right twice a day, okay? She has said things in the past that I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. But a lot of other people have said the same thing that aren't as problematic as you. So I will never give you credit for anything. I won't even give you credit for admitting that you were wrong because you should have never been wrong in the first place.
Black folks, we need to talk. If you are not black, keep it pushing. You can stay, but be quiet. Understand this. There's not a lot of things I call on the black community for, right? Don't y'all let Candace Owens rebrand herself. I don't give a shit. I don't care. She does not fall into the category of the rest of the black women. Don't let Candace Owens do this again, because when Candace wants to pander to that group of people again, she will damn sure throw the black community under the bus like she always has. And stop letting Candace throw a few black facts in front of your face and so you can simply say, oh wow, she's spitting facts. She's not spitting facts. Because anytime she needs a leg up or a boost, she only runs to one community. She does not run to the community that she panders to. When they fired her off them networks, when she was struggling in her career, when she was facing racial discrimination, she went to one group of people. And simply because we seen a black woman, folks supported her. I never supported her, but folks supported her. And now she's trying to say she does no longer support Trump. Okay, cool. And she said, oh, how she didn't see it and how X, Y, and Z. No. Let her sit with her tribe. Let her, she's good in MAGA. Leave her there. Please, leave her there.
Like, seriously, Lovelace, this lady is receiving a lot of backlash from right, left, and center. Like, sometimes I really do not even like to get myself involved with her and all of her thing that she does, but the way at which people are calling her out, you know, keeps me wondering, you know, what she has gotten herself involved this time around. You know, the last time I posted her, you know, stitch or everything that has to do with her is when she was actually, you know, a relief of her duties from these people that have everything to do with Israel and all of that, when she made a statement of Christ, Jesus is Lord or Christ is King or something, and these guys were like, no, Christ, she cannot make such statement, and she was actually, you know, removed of her duties. She was, and she went off social platforms for some time, and she surfaced again. Then during the time of this campaign, it was actually said that she was directly and indirectly supporting Orange Man and making people not to want to vote for Kamala Harris. Like, people were, you know, giving her some, you know, a credit that is not actually worth it because of the role she played during the campaign or during before the election and even after the election. And now people are actually reacting to the fact that she is criticizing Orange Man. Now, a lot were like, oh, is she now trying to rebrand herself? Is she now realizing what people that looks like me have been trying to say? Like, people have so many opinions, you know? But my own take is that the thing is that some people, especially people that looks like me or any colored person, no matter what you do, no matter how you want to allow these people to use you or to make you, you know, to like, this is just giving use and dump, right? They will use you as long as they can benefit from you. Even if they have promised you heaven on earth, there is no way that they are going to fulfill it, because you know what? You are a black person. You are you are not a Snow White. You are someone of color. This is exactly what some of these people that looks like me, who actually probably is mager, don't understand. I have seen so many of their stitches. Sometimes I don't even like to stitch, people like that here, because I really do not want any kind of that type of negativity. Some of them comes out, oh yeah, we are like, I'm not even talking about Candace this time around. I'm talking about other MAGA supporters who happens to be people that looks like me. They come out to try to make other people, or other 99%, to make them feel that, okay, you criticize, like, we are here, we are okay, they are taking care of us and all of that. Those are all of the things that happens before the election. Like, during the campaign, I saw so many. I'll call them maybe the 8% and 20%. They were all out trying to make other people feel that, oh, you complain a lot, like, we are being taken care of right here, the way at which you are, you know without these people realizing that they were all nice to you, or they want to be nice to you because of everything, because of the milk that they want to suck from you, because of what they gain to benefit from you. This is why you think that they are being nice to you at the course of the campaign period. But after the campaign, what makes you think that they're going to keep you? Let's just assume that is what is happening to Candace, because it was actually said that because of her, some people who probably want to vote for, Kamala Harris, she was directly and indirectly making people not to want to vote for her, with like, she was making countless of videos and try to give people reason why they feel that she's not the person to run it. And now that is as if everything has been, like, all of the promises and everything has been in place. Now for them to fulfill the promises, nobody know. I don't know. Nobody know if the promise had anything or not. But that is just what is given. That is what everyone is trying to like. And now she's criticizing Orange Man, because I try as much as I can to actually know what specifically that she has done. So in my findings, people were like saying that she is criticizing Orange Man, and whatsoever Orange Man is doing, that she is doing in support of it. But this was the same person who was all over Orange Man, trying to say that he's the man of the job. That was during the campaign and even after the election. So people are like, maybe she was not giving what she's been promised, and because of that, she's now backtracking, or she's now rebranding, or she's now wanting to come to the other side. Hey God, everybody's actually effing around and finding out. Like, every damn person who effed around is actually finding it out. But if this is to be the truth, oh my God, then it's really f up. Like, it is really, really, because this woman, I pretty much follow her. Sometimes I listen to her, and sometimes, some things that she does, I just laugh over it. I even heard that she has been banned from to enter some countries. Like, oh my God, when I saw this, I thought that I was just gonna bring it up here, for us to see and know what is really happening. Why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload. Why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.